Hi everyone, I'm Eva Georgina. I'm the founder of Resourcely Marketing. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own digital player folder system using Google Drive. It's simple, it's free, it's shareable, and it can make your coaching life a lot easier, more organized, and save you lots of time. And this folder system you can use to manage 5 students or 50 students. It's very scalable. As a coach, you know that you don't just teach forehands and backhands, you also organize students' schedules, you juggle meetings, you have to remember their goals, track their progress. You can also do this on paper, but frankly speaking, this is much better. Paper gets lost, wrinkled, coffee stained, or buried in the back of your car. Why did I decide to do this video? Because recently I found a binder in my basement, which is this beautiful binder with tennis lesson plans, drills, progress reports for different students, notes. It was excellent. However, I've only used it twice in the 15 years of teaching tennis. Why? Because who would carry a big binder in their tennis bag daily? Accessing your notes on your phone is so much easier. So with this digital system, everything will be kept neatly in a file system. It's searchable. So if you need a specific drill or notes of a specific student, you just type their name in the search bar of your Google Drive on your phone, on your tablet, or on your computer, and you can easily find it within seconds, as opposed to flipping the pages, figuring out what's where. So the goal is to have a folder for every student that you work with. And inside the folder, you can store their information. Videos, pictures, notes, progress reports, match scores, everything in one place. And you can scale that system for as many students as you'd like and turn into a very organized tennis professional. Now, that said, even though folders in Google Drive are shareable, I personally do not recommend sharing it with students or parents. Why? Because typically it ends up creating more questions than necessary. Invites more emails back and forths, micromanagement, even anxiety. If you share it with your students, they might feel a little bit judged as opposed to just going on the court and making mistakes and getting better. They start feeling like you're judging them too much. Let them have fun. Don't share the notes with them. These are just for you for your own progress, for honest feedback, observations, strategy, ideas, without sugarcoating or worrying who is going to read them. So, in case you have not worked with Google Drive, because there are alternatives like Dropbox and similar types of systems. What is Google Drive? It's cloud storage, it's file management system, file management platform from Google. You can use it to store documents, spreadsheets, folders, videos, pictures. You can access it from your phone, from your tablet, from your laptop. It's like a digital office space. So if you don't have a Google Drive account, you can create one for free. If you do have a Gmail, you likely have a Google Drive, but you haven't used it. The way you access it is by going into those dots at the top right corner of your Gmail. They're the same in the same exact spot. And here is the Google Drive icon. You would open that, and that's where you would create the folders that I will show you how to right now. If you don't have Google Drive, just go in to Google, sign up for Gmail or Google Drive, either one, and it will create this digital space for you. You get about 15 gigabytes for free. What's 15 gigabytes? It's about 23 hours of HD videos, according to a quick search online. If you want more storage, you can pay for it, and it's not very expensive. It's something like $20 per year for 100 gigabytes. So here is my Google Drive. This is where I'm going to create my master folder template. This is the folder structure that I'm going to copy and rename every time I get a new student so they can have their own space within my Google Drive where I will take notes about their specific progress. So the way I'm going to do that is by going to New and create a new folder. So from here on, you're going to rename it. You can call it something like player profiles. And then hit create. And here is your main folder. Inside this folder, we're going to create another subfolder, same way. And we're going to call that template. And maybe I can call it first name, last name. You can use, I use underscores from my folder system, but you can use dashes if you'd like. It really doesn't matter as long as you keep it consistent. Otherwise, it becomes a hot mess. Next, we're going to create the internal folder structure. So first, we're going to create a document called Notes. It's going to be a Google Doc. And this is where top left corner is where you can just write notes. And again, you can call it underscore first name, last name. And I'll just close this. This is where you're going to take the notes for your student. You can date it if you like, and then type in whatever notes you would like about them or their progress. Another document that you would like to have is a spreadsheet. And this is what I'm going to call progress report or progress tracker. And same, and match scores. And again, I'm going to close that. And it will appear right here in the same folder. The next one we're going to create is another subfolder called videos. So if I take a video while I'm on the court with the student, I can place it in this folder. And same thing for pictures. This can be modified any way you'd like. If you have additional things that you would like to store for each student, maybe contact information or something else, you can also add more items to this folder structure. But this is our base template. So this folder template underscore first name underscore last name is what we're going to copy every time a new student joins our roster. So in my progress tracker document, I can create different columns for date, what I was working on that day, specifically, whether it's serve or forehand or backhand, some feedback on how the student was doing, maybe what kind of drills I was running that day to improve that skill, and then next steps, what to practice next time. I can also create a new tab for match logs. For example, if that person played a practice match or a tennis tournament somewhere, I can enter the date, where the tournament took place, the opponent's name, the score, and maybe some notes about the match. In order to create a new tab within your spreadsheet, you simply click the plus and it creates a new sheet, which you can rename by clicking the arrow pointing down and click rename. It highlights the sheet 1 in this case, and you can call it anything you would like. And to delete it, of course, same thing. You click the arrow and you click delete. So let's say that I get a new student. What I'm going to do is download this entire folder to my laptop locally, and it will download as a zip file. Here is my zip file. I work on a Mac, so I will unzip it by double-clicking on it. And this is the internal structure of the folder: videos, photos, progress tracker, and notes. So to add it back to my Google Drive, I will first rename it. Let's say my new student is John Smith. I will take that and just drag it back into Google Drive to upload it. So now I have this folder for my student John, and I can keep track of his progress here in this document. I can take notes, add videos and photos to his folder. I can also rename each individual file and videos folder. This way, if I would like to search for his name and find everything very quickly, I can find it immediately. If I want to add a folder for, let's say, a different student, maybe Anne Lee, I would rename the same template folder into a different name, and I would drag the entire folder into Google Drive. And now I have one folder for Anne and one folder for John. And I can keep doing that indefinitely. So now I have all my students' folders in here. If you want to skip the entire setup, creating folders, creating the documents, everything is done for you already. You can download the entire folder structure by clicking in the link in the description of this video. You will download it locally on your computer, unzip the file, and then upload it into your own Google Drive. So when you get a new student, you would rename the template underscore first name underscore last name that is stored locally on your computer and upload it with the new student name into your Google Drive. And that is where you would take notes for that specific student. Let's say I am in my home and I'd like to search the Google Drive for one of my students. I can type Anne, and here is Anne Lee, her folder, her information, her notes, and her progress tracker. I can do the same thing for my phone. So this is how you create your digital folder system in Google Drive. It will keep you organized, save you lots of time, and hopefully improve your productivity. If you would like to find more tools like this, or if you would like to reach out to us because you need help with your marketing campaigns, just go to our website, resourcelymarketing.com. Link is in the description of this video, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.